My future brother-in-law, I couldn't ask for anything more. 2 questions when it comes to my sister. Do you make her smile, and do you treat her well? And on both answers, it's a resounding yes.
Dan and I were having coffee at one of our usual hangout spots. And I recall Dan saying to me how much he admired Shirley and Harlan's wonderful relationship, and how he doubted that he himself would ever be able to be in a relationship like that. Somehow he seemed to doubt that he would be good husband material. I don't remember the exact reasons, but I think it had something to do with a fear of not being able to be himself.
There's pens in there too to go with it.
Okay.
It's in a t-shirt.
Oh, God, these are the best.
Oh, I saw this already.
And this is what? This is the guest book?
Yes.
I have this card from somebody gave me this card.
Now let's put all the stress of wedding planning behind us and have a kick-ass wedding. Love, Dan, your teddy bear, your groom, your soon-to-be husband.
Oh my God.
Today, we're going to celebrate just how utterly both Dan and I were wrong that day. Because the day I met Miriam, I knew that Dan had met his partner in life. If Dan had created a multivariable statistical model plotting out who the perfect woman would be for him, Miriam's mere existence would break that model. Because all the assumptions that Dan would have made in that model would be completely flawed. For example, Dan once naively said to me that he would not date someone smarter than he is. Well, after he started dating Miriam, Dan confessed to me, Lee, I think I have to reconsider that standard. Last fall, we had our 10-year high school reunion back in Kingston. Right after the event, I stayed over at Dan's house that night. It was the first time I was back in years. The basement was renovated, but otherwise still the same, except this time Dan and I were joined by Miriam and my wife, Samantha. And I thought, oh man, this basement is never gonna be the same again. That guy's paradise, just 2 best friends hanging out, being silly, and having fun like the good old days. Well, a few drinks in, next thing I know, we're playing intense 2-on-2 foosball, couple versus couple, Tibet Okins versus Mars and Maz, screaming and trash-talking at one another, and best of all, after scoring every point, Dan and Miriam would yell, yes, and chest bump each other, and celebrate their victory. At that moment when I knew for sure that Dan should never have doubted himself in the first place, for he found in Miriam a best friend with whom he could be his true self, just as she can be her true self. And as one of Dan's best friends can tell you all tonight, and what I should have told Dan at Tudor Bookstore over 10 years ago, that Dan is fiercely loyal, always genuine, and unquantifiably caring. If that's not good husband material, I don't know what is.